You know, I can be a real hot mess sometimes. So, here's my Sunday. So today was the day when I was going to go ahead and set up my journal. Now, I talked about this in a previous vlog, but I didn't really talk about the type of journal I was using. This journal is made by Clever Fox, and it's known as a 15-week Ultimate Achievers Planner. Now, supposedly, 15 weeks is a really good time frame for setting up and completing goals. Any goals that take longer than 15 weeks to complete need to be broken down into chunks that can be contained in 15 weeks. And so this journal is set up to do that. It has a calendar in it. It has a place to come up with 5 goals that you want to complete over the 15 weeks. It has a section for each week of the 15 weeks so that you can plan weekly goals. And of course, it has a daily planner and reminder. Now, I've always had problems doing journals, and of course, by now we all understand why. But since we had 3 months left in the year, I thought this would be a good time to start up this 15-week journal and give it a try. But because it's me, nothing is simple. And somehow I managed to crash and burn my journal before I even got started with it. Going through the journal, filling out everything, putting the dates on all the individual pages, and after I get done, I go back through and I realize I've put the wrong dates on the pages. Now, my problem is, well, one of my problems, add it to the pile, right? Well, one of my problems is I'm a perfectionist. But unfortunately, I happen to be a perfectionist with bad handwriting, which you got to admit is a pretty volatile and dangerous combination. And I hate crossouts. I mean, this may be a blank book, but it is a hardcover, which makes it sacrosanct. I mean, everybody knows that. Okay, I admit this may just be my problem. And so I said, the heck with it. I'll just cross out the wrong dates and put the right ones in. But I had this cheap gel pen that was bleeding everywhere and making a mess. And I was getting more and more frustrated. And I'm like halfway through the dates and I realized I'd screwed up again and I was still putting the wrong dates on the pages. So what the heck am I going to do now? I've made a complete mess out of this book. And yes, I realize that a normal person could most likely salvage this book. And you know, this is one of those times where I wish that I was one. But even with a gallon of white out, I'm not going to be able to fix this book to my satisfaction. And the last thing I need is to spend the next 3 months angry with myself. So the only thing I can do now is jump up on Amazon and buy another copy of this journal. And once I get it, I'm just going to have to throw this one away. You know, sometimes there are situations that occur that words just can't adequately describe. But fortunately for us, sometimes we have other means. So the new journal comes in on Tuesday. But now I've got another problem to deal with. This cheap-ass gel pen that's going to go into the trash right behind the journal. So to replace it, I decided to purchase some Sharpie S-Gel pens. So I go online to a big national chain office supply store and order the pens. I ordered them as a 1-hour pickup so I could go to my local store and just run in and get them and come back home. So I made my order online and then waited for the email to let me know when I could go pick up my pens. But after 2.5 hours, I still hadn't received the email. And so I jumped online to the website to check on the status of my order, and it was still showing as processing. I didn't think it was going to take 2.5 hours to pull a couple packages of pens and bag them up for me. So I decided to give the store a call. I gave them my order number, and they looked it up, and they couldn't find my order. So I jumped up online to my bank to see if the order had gone through and the money had been withdrawn. And it had, 4 times in a row. So my local store gave me the number for the corporate office, and I called them to follow up on my order. And the lady on the other line told me that they were having issues with their online system and had been causing problems all day. But because their IT department was out on Sunday, she couldn't really do anything about it right now. So she canceled my order for me and asked me to call back on Monday so that they could credit my account for the 4 deposits they took out. But she also gave me a coupon for $25 off a purchase, which I redeemed at my local store and purchased these pens. So, free pens. So now I've got my brand new pens. I'll have my new journal on Tuesday. And by then, I'll be able to get everything perfect and ready to go. I hope.